How you guys doing today? Another video here. Rainy, cold day here in Houston. Today I'm going to talk about what happens after initiation. What do you do after initiation? Most people have an understanding that Palo, is just killing chickens, roosters, animal sacrifice, and singing mumbles. There's a lot to do after initiation. My advice to you, well, first, always ask your elders, because each house is different. But my advice to you is learn all the herbs that you can. Learn about the roots that you can. Learn about the sticks that you can, the palos. Learn about the energies, the different types of energies that they are. Learn about the water energy. Learn about the wind energy, the air energy. Learn about the fire energy. Learn about the earth energy. There's a lot to learn. This is not just, okay, let me learn a mambo and let me go ahead and kill some, sacrifice some animals. That's not Palo. Matter of fact, you don't need to sacrifice animals to practice this beautiful tradition. Yes, are mambos important? Yes, they are. Mambos are very important. But it's your Godfather's job to teach you, to show you things. You're supposed to be following your Godfather, not your Godfather following you. You're supposed to be like a shadow. And I understand in these times we live far away from each other. But there's always ways. I myself offer classes to the godchildren. For Ngeyo, twice a week. For Tata, once a month. There are ways. I know people that come to me and get adopted or have a conversation with me, and when I start asking them questions, and these are people that have been practicing 1, 2, 3 years, and the sad part is they don't even know how to make a spiritual bath. They don't even know how to work a candle. They don't even know a tratado. They don't even know their emboa. There's so many things that are lacking. Today's tatas, and I'm not speaking for everyone, but there's a lot, do not teach their godchildren. They come and they take their money, their hard-earned money, and do not teach them a single thing. And that's why I always recommend, if the Tata is not willing to show you, or you have not learned anything in the first year, 2 years, it's time for you to walk away. It's time for you to look for another place. You're wasting your time, and this is time that is essential. It's very important, because the first 2 years is where you have to learn a lot. You have to go on I want to learn, because your brain will soak up everything so fast. But that also depends on your age. But the first 2 years are very crucial. For somebody to come to me and not even know one herb, not know how to make a spiritual bath, and they call themselves a tata or a yaya, is very sad. That is not what we tatas do. Tatas are supposed to teach. Tatas have an obligation to teach. If you have a path in this tradition, if you just got scratched for protection, if you got scratched for health, but you're not supposed to practice, that is fine. But if you are a practitioner, we as Tata have an obligation to teach you as a godchild. As an Ngeyo, you're supposed to learn how to use those dry herbs. When do we use dry? When do we use fresh? You're supposed to know what herbs belong to what energy. What herbs can you use according to your spiritual path, according to your dikanga, according to your ensila, according to your entwanduensa. What herbs are you supposed to use? What herbs are you supposed to stay away from, because they will not benefit you at all, or they will bring issues in your life. This is a science, right? This is not yayas come here to the corner and you stand there with a candle. This is not let me show you how to kill a rooster, how to kill a chicken. Okay, it's not that. This is learning. It takes many years of practice, especially if you're a yaya, especially if you're a tata. And gayos are supposed to know a lot about herbs before they receive those engangas. And gayos are supposed to already know the licencia de mboa, the prayers. And gayos are supposed to know the 16 encilas or the encilas. And gayos are supposed to know how to work candles. And gayos are supposed to know how to do a spiritual bath when they need to. See, the problem today is a lot of tatas want you to depend, not just tatas, but yayas. And I'm not speaking in general, and I'm saying everyone is the same, okay? There are very good tatas out there, but there's also tatas out there that don't like to teach, because they want their godchildren to depend on them, because they have those monthly bills, right? So no, mijado, don't do this, don't do that, I'll do it for you, it's gonna cost you this much, okay? But I also want you guys to understand. Sorry for the shaking, right? I'm in Houston. Houston has a lot of potholes. I want you to understand there's a difference between teaching, and there's a difference between us fixing your life and doing spell working, okay? Teaching is teaching. Doing spell working is spell working. If you came to us because you had an issue and we fixed it, imagine you going to the doctor, right? Because you had the issue, that the doctor gives you a remedy for something, and then later on the road you have another issues. You have to go back to the doctor again. The doctor has to do another examination, and the doctor will send you another bill, right? It's the same thing. Teaching is different from fixing your life. Do not get those two confused. That I have no issues with Tata saying, well, yeah, I mean, I had to do a work for you because you needed it. You were having issues. What I do is I give them a chance, especially if they're tatas and yayas. Look, mijado, do this, do that, here, right? Do that. Try it for yourself. If it doesn't work, then let me know and I'll do the work for you, okay? But there are those tatas, there are those yayas that want their godchildren to depend on them 100%, and that is not right, okay? But tatas and yayas, I'm not talking bad about you. I also know that we have those godchildren that you try to help, they just don't listen. They do the opposite of what you tell them. We have those godchildren. I have those godchildren in class that I give classes and they don't show up. They don't show up for 1 class, 2 class, or 3 class. Whose fault is that? And I'm not the type of person that will repeat the classes, and I don't even let the other godchildren pass down the notes. Because if you want to learn this, because this is in your interest, and because you have the sign that you're supposed to practice, or you came and say, I want to practice Palo, I want to learn Palo, then you have to make the sacrifices to learn and understand. This is not just play around. Palo is serious. You need to know what you're doing before you start working with people. And you need to have a amount of confidence in yourself. How can you say, I expect people to trust me when I myself do not trust what I say? If I myself keep looking for other people to help me, tatas and yayas that are looking for other ones to help them, except for the elders, how do you expect others to trust you when you don't even know how to fix yourself, how to work yourself, how to work what herbs goes with you, okay? And I'm gonna say it again, this is not holding a little rooster by the neck and sacrificing it, or a sheep. It's not that. That is not Palo. Okay, Palo is a science. Palo is a medicine. Palo is not just dark work. Dark work. We do more healing than dark work. Can we do dark work? Yes, we can. Okay. Yes, we can. What is the purpose? Even though in my house we don't do it, right? In my house, our pots do not have crosses. I see a lot of pots that have crosses. When they're gonna do something bad, they come and take the cross out, put it to the side, and they do, negative work. We don't do that. We don't put crosses, because for us, an enganga is good and an enganga is bad. But also is the experience that the Tata has, right? Yo mando a mi muerto y mi muerto va hasta el fin del mundo. If I tell my spirit to go, my spirit has to go to the end of the world if it's possible, because he has to listen to me. So, guys, there are many tratados that you have to learn. But what are the tratados of your house? So stop spending time. For those who do not have a house, that is fine. Okay, you're looking for information, you're looking for a tata. But if you do have a responsible yaya, you do have a responsible tata, learn as much as you can from them, and stop wasting your time learning from YouTube, learning from Google, learning from books that have absolutely nothing to do with your lineage, listening to other people out there that will tell you, oh yes, this is the way. Hey, your lineage might be Briyumba, and they're teaching Kimbisa. Has nothing to do with your house has nothing to do with the secrets of your house. Learn the secrets of the house from your elders. Okay, pay attention in class. But at this point, if you're calling yourself a yaya and you're calling yourself a tata, you should have the knowledge of a tata. You should have the knowledge of the yaya. If you come up to me and you tell me that you don't even know how to make a spiritual bath, you're not a yaya. You're not a tata. And I understand there are cases where you don't get initiated into Engeo or Pino Nuevo and go through the process of elevation, because you have a higher spirituality. And like I said, there are cases that you're gonna have to be initiated straight into Yaya and Tata. But when you have 2-3 years and you come up to me and you say, well, Tata, I don't even know how to say the licencia in my house, because nowadays a lot of tatas and yaya, including engayos, do not even know the lineage of the house. You're supposed to know where your house comes from, when your house was founded, the names of the tatas, the name of the yayas that came before you, your lineage, your family tree. You're supposed to know that, because you're supposed to invoke those during your prayers. Here in this house, in Armunanso, when we adopt someone, when we accept somebody who comes from another Munanso. And guys, I'm not doing this video to catfish any godchildren, to steal godchildren from another house. First of all, I am very picky on who I choose. Very picky. And if I'm picky, my wife very worse than I am on choosing who comes in to the Munanso. But when a yaya or a tata comes to us from somewhere else, we study them, we talk to them. Because if they come with mala crianza, they come with bad habits, we don't want those godchildren. We study you, we look at you, we talk to you. And when you come here and you get adopted, yes, you keep that title, Tata and Yaya, but don't expect me to treat you like a tata or yaya, because you're going straight to Engeo class. Because at the same thing, I am not going to get a spirituality that was given to you at a certain level and bring it down all the way to the ground. Instead, I will give that spirituality knowledge. And how do we say that? I'm thinking in Spanish and translating. I will quench the spirit's thirst. I will fill the spirit with knowledge. That's what it needs. It does not need to be destroyed. You do not need to be scratched. You do not need to have another Mfumbe, another spirit out of there. Now you have two spirits fighting to see who controls who and who controls you. There's a lot of things that you need to understand. And once again, to those tatas and those yayas who are doing a great job, this is not about you. This has nothing to do with you. And what I speak is from experience, and I speak from my lineage and from my munaso. And I don't speak for everyone in my lineage. I don't speak for everyone in Brahma con Brahma, because I have had many from Brahma con Brahma that I have adopted, in my munaso, because they do the same thing too. Okay, so I'm not saying our lineage is perfect. It's not. There's a lot of tatas out there that do give Brahma con Brahma a bad name, but don't hate Brahma con Brahma because we have a few fools out there. Well, I just wanted to share a quick video with you, and I hope you guys understood what I was trying to tell you. Que en Zambia locutara con mucho más simene, and you have a blessed day.